Ashes and dust. So now stands a choice. Do you cling to your tattered past, or do you move forward? What will become of us? Will we thrive, or will we perish? A 100 generations have come and gone. The torch to lead us forwards now lay in our capable hand.
Serenity to listen in this place of peace, home of Viperian's Vixnreynd it's called, stunning pagodas, petals falling in the breeze, spread across the snow-kissed fields so wide. Sanctuary for all, it is said, under the night. Sibling spirits guide us, show us your sunrise. Give us light we seek, lift us from the twilight. Oh, Yako, hear our plea, spare us from twilight's peak. Leave behind our past in gray, let us find a brighter way. Curses be not our path, in the light we'll laugh. try to bring us down. Sun still rises at our backs. Enemies blinded by the light, standing, never looking back. Through the years we've seen it all, men rise up, but they just fall. We remain through every storm, forever standing proud and tall. We live, we shine, we carry on, in the night and through the dawn. Never will we fade away, always here to light the way. Shine on bright, blaze through the night. In your light we stay, darkness cast away, darkness cast away. In the light of the day, shine on through, keep the troubles at bay. Goddess of the sun, guide us everyone. With your blazing fire, lift us ever higher. Turn to chaos, hear the call. We embrace the nightfall. Grant us power, make us strong. God of chaos, lead along. As the stars blink in the sky, we will never say goodbye. Chaos is our guiding light, in the silence of the night. Our curse is strong, no mortal can withstand the things we can become. Best behave or be undone. Whispers in the dark, shadows on the run. Feel the fear inside, weight of what's begun. Take our light, face our darkness. We shall light where your heart is. In the halls of Vixnreynd, fortress of knowledge so grand, stories pave the stones beneath. Wisdom guides the way of the land. Ancient whispers fill the air, legends told without despair. Candles flicker, shadows dance, in this realm of cautious glance. Rows of books on oaken shelves, guardians of the tales themselves. Wise eyes watching every page, as you enter the sageless stage. Step inside and feel the light, knowledge glowing through the night. Every corner holds a key, unlocking paths for you and me. From the sage's silent pens to the myths of long lost friends, every story finds its place in the sacred storage space. Space. From the sage's silent pens to the myths of long lost friends, every story finds its place in the sacred storage space.
Yeah, don't believe anything. Vixen Rain are degenerates. Just degenerates. Hey, what's going on here? Excuse me, I'd like my game captured, please. Alright, well, geez. Guess I'll just restart it and turn it back on. Hey, don't worry about it. Put this on. There you go. Hopefully you're having a good day, though, Addison. I'm finally rounding to the bottom of my tours at long last. Can actually start playing the game pretty soon. It's gonna be great. It'll be a good day. I did enjoy your Tetris stream, although your Tetris stream made me feel really self-conscious about myself. Hideous Addison. I never thought I'd hear the word single just like blared into my ear. What, like how many times? Like 400 times? How long were you playing? That was fucked up. I feel like Addison was doing like some weird experimental psychological torture on us all. For damn sure. Like, and the worst part is every single person that came into the chat, we were all saying the same thing. I don't think anyone was like, I think that was genuine. It was psyop, man. It was weird. I was just sitting there eating fucking chips and going like, what the fuck? Trying to watch some Tetris and eat some chips. This fucking video game's mogging me over here. Oh, God. Made me start thinking about weird movies, you know? I tell you what, whoever grew up with that exact game right there, they've never been single in their life. Right? That game definitely like fucked their brain up to such an extent where they've always got somebody. They've always got someone. So everyone, this is a game by Mojang Studios. It's a small indie company from Norway. And they just make like small games like this. Stage parent. Yeah. That's the only video game they had as a kid, you know. Their parents refused to give them anything else but that exact Tetris game. They knew what they were doing. And nowadays, that guy has like 10 kids. You know, it's fucked up. Like 10 exact kids. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what I thought. All right, boys, we're in. I think we're safe. Yeah. You never know if there's like other people online. They will. I feel like they'll try to fuck with you if they see you online too. You know, it's just natural. So we're gonna go to Vixnreynd, and I think we'll be okay because. Well, I mean, Cake's not here, so we're gonna be great. I don't have to worry about being like just attacked. You know. I could probably walk in there with no armor and be fine, honestly. Now, there's no real easy way to Vixnreynd. Like, if you were gonna try to get from here to here, you gotta use a boat, and then I'm sure there's like a bunch of land between here and here that you'd have to like hike. And that the land is where you die. The land is where you will die. You'll fall into a hole, or zombies get you. You know, you never know what could actually happen. What's up, Larry? But yeah, we're gonna go check out Vixnreynd and check their library too. Welcome, Vixnreynd. There's lore, there's laws. Oh yeah, what kind of laws we got? Vixnreynd's law. The law book of Vixnreynd. Vixnreynd laws are as follows. All demi-human and hybrid races are allowed to be free and choose their own life and do not need to conform to outside judgment or laws, especially the human ones, when within Vixnreynd's walls. Okay, it makes sense. Demi-humans need not submit to any person forcing them into work without pay or with poor conditions or in any capacity. That law is probably for Vinci, because Vinci loves to make people work for pennies on the dollar, you know. What is the fishing pole economy? You know, I don't know if they have any lakes around here. I don't think they could fish really effectively. No bodies of water, you know. Discrimination of any kind towards fellow demi-humans or humans visiting is against Vixnreynd stands for yeah, you'll go to jail if you be mean to anybody here, which is fine because being mean is I think you can argue that in court. The curators, and by proxy their pages, are your leaders and superiors and should be respected as such, as they know what is best for their nation. All must follow their lead and do what is asked of them, as their word is law, regardless of race, punishment. The Vulperian religion is open to all who wish to participate in it. However, all must respect those who wish to indulge in their own religions. While Vulperians have open arms, any religion is fine, as long as it does not hurt others. I mean, I could argue that all of them hurt people in some way, you know? I could argue that every religion hurts people in some way. I'm just saying, in a court of law, Frank could talk his way out of this one if I hired him as like my prosecutor or defendant, you know? Attending events such as the solstice festivals is optional, as they correspond with Vulperian religion. Okay? They do fucking sun worship over here. Anyone who practices a religion that is not the Vulperian one has a right to perform and hold events. Okay. If I see any humans doing this shit, I'm arresting them. Arrested parties will be put on trial, will be faced with fair judgment. Being guilty or innocent will not be dictated by race alone. Everyone is tried fairly, unless the crime is severe. Well, that's a weird law, considering there's demi-humans that exist in the lands, you know? Because I feel like clearly there's a difference. They have ears, like animal ears, and we don't. To uphold the honor of the past and the great sacrifices they made, curators and pages that are appointed to lead should only be Vulperian or Vulperian hybrids. I see. So the government can only be one race. These Vixnreynd folk. I'm just saying. Very interesting. All demi-human citizens are allowed to come and go from Vixnreynd as they see fit. However, they must know and understand the dangers of stepping outside the confines of safety, and therefore are encouraged to stay. The sentries are Vixnreynd's guards and protection. They are here to serve the citizens and keep them safe. They have the authority under the captain to arrest or detain anyone. All information found in the public section of the library in the Athenaeum is free and for everyone to read and enjoy. All books belong to the library, and stealing them will result in you go to jail. Anyone who fails to uphold these laws and refuses a fair trial shall be either put into conformance in prison for the unforeseeable future or thrown out completely and shunned from Vixnreynd. Weird. So they'll brainwash you or throw you out. If they realize they can't brainwash you, they'll kick you out. Vixnreynd. All citizens of Vixnreynd do not tolerate ignorance and require justice to those who do not wish to conform to the laws given. They sound pretty strict over here, I'm just saying. What's up, Mr. Cheese? How you doing? Hey, they got you tied up to this pole, huh? You'd be a free motherfucker. They just let you free, Mr. Cheese. But no. There he is. Locked up. Mr. Cheese. Well, we got laws. I already read the laws. This is Vixnreynd, though. That's a tree. The tree kind of scares me just a little bit for some reasons. But it's beautiful. It is a beautiful tree. It's kind of the centerpiece here, too. If you look that big fucking building over there, that building that's the size of Massachusetts, that's the library. How do we get there? I mean, we walk. We use our legs. Mainly. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start walking. So I can't confirm if it's like safe here or not. But we got, you know, houses, buildings, places. Not all of it is, you know, finished. You know, every city, no matter how big it is always constantly a work in progress. There's no finishing something. Although Briarthorn is like so packed to the gills that there's not much he can do unless he starts making like docked areas around it. So sometimes you can like fully fill out a region, but generally there's always going to be like something on the back burner that you're just like, yeah, I've been working on it. That's not done yet. It's just it's normal. You can only build so much, you know, before like you get burnt out or you know, it's mainly burnout. You'll build a bunch of shit and then you get burnt out for a while. And then you take a break and then you come back. But luckily on here, all the stuff you build that burns you out, you can come back to it and appreciate it still. Like the server's not gonna fucking reset while you're gone, and you're gonna lose like all the shit. You're like, hey, I spent a week working on this, and then they reset it a week later. You know, like weird. What's the point? What is the point? Don't worry about the tree. There's nothing wrong with the tree. Look, yeah, Frank was yeah, yesterday. Frank and me were looking for kerosene in Botania, and me and Frank realized it kind of occurred to us that that city is very big, and without being able to fly around, we were having trouble finding people. Frank eventually started finding like fallen fishing rods, and he's just like, I found the trail. It's over here. Unfortunately, by the time we found fucking kerosene, Frank's like, I'm tired. Good night. I'm like, damn it. Damn you, Frank. You're supposed to give us a farming tutorial. You know, farming, the one thing I've never done in my life in this game. I've realized that I can kill things and then eat their meat, and I just do that. I just go out there and I say, oh, look at those pigs. Damn shame, you know? That's how I eat. But luckily, I live in Vitania, and I live next to a giant fucking farm, so I just grab everything I can. You see all this 64 strawberries and 64 kiwis and starfruit? I took all that from Frank's area. I walked in there, grabbed all this, because I'm going to get hungry, right? Like, you will starve to death in this game. Like, you have to keep eating. And the funny thing is, too, is, like if, like, I were to... Like, if I were to sit here, right, for, like, 5 hours, my hunger wouldn't go down that much. Like, it would go down very slowly, and I wouldn't starve to death. But if I'm, like... Oh, shit. But if I'm, like, bolting around everywhere and sprinting constantly, my hunger is just going to go down, like, super fast, and then I'll starve to death. Same with, like, mining. Like, if you were to, like, mine into this, you know, and you go really deep, your hunger is going to go down every physical exertion you do reduces your hunger. So, invariably, just standing around looking stupid is just the best way to conserve your stamina and your hunger and stuff. Like, just standing here and just being like, well, yeah, you guys are running around and jumping and backflipping and stuff. That's great. But I still have food, so, you know. You know, there's a power to just being a little passive. It's true. It's true. I took them down to Briarthorn, and then I went, all right, here's dirt, here's seeds, and here's a bucket of water. Good luck. So we got like, everyone's got like little restaurants and shops and stuff in their areas. Mainly because I would go to their areas every time I saw them and be like, hey, have you set up shops yet? And then every time they'd be like, no, please. Stop asking. Eventually, though, they all succumbed and everyone set up a bunch of shops everywhere. You know? I won in the end. I mean, it's meat. Like, pigs are food, so... And they're well, they used to be everywhere. I think we've pretty much thinned out the animal population. We're pretty hard. I'm not seeing a lot of animals generally. Wait, everyone here who lives in this town is a demi-human? And, every single person who lives in this town is also banned in my town. Like, we see them, we arrest them, and then we kick them out of town. We don't have a jail in Luxenholm. We just believe in locking the doors, you know? Like, why would we want to put someone in a jail and feed them and keep them safe, you know? Like, what's the point of that? It's silly. I wish this place. I wish Fleur de Lily was open. What the heck? Yeah, we got some big fucking looming buildings too. This is actually like one of the more spacious kind of towns too. It's got a lot of breathing room in it. A lot of the other places are a lot more clustered up. But this one's got like space. Nothing's wrong with that tree. There's nothing wrong with that tree. I think that tree is just fine. This is a trading plaza. You know, you can just sell stuff, buy stuff. Ooh, what's in here? Oh! Well, that's definitely a drop off right there. Here, got a nice view back here. Little backside path. Oh shit, look at this. Leads down to the water. It's nice here. You know, it's not a awful place to be. If only it was just inhabited by humans, it would be, gosh, it'd be like paradise. And they'd have TVs here and radios and stuff, you know? Hamburgers. I'm just saying, there's a lot humanity can bring to a place like this. Mostly hamburgers. Ancient script. You see the chicken? They got a guy. The Cake's got a fucking golem here protecting the chickens. You better not fuck with those chickens. Jeez. A little farm. Add it to my collection. Who knows what this was gonna be before they got burnt out and took a break. But it's here. Definitely is here. Yeah, and certain death down there. I think there's some importance to this particular tower as well. Oh shit! Well, that was scary. That threw me up way too fucking high. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, well. Space. It's a lot of space. It's a big tower, though. It's got a pretty good view of everything. This is far away from the actual, like, main town, too. This place is bigger than I fucking thought. You got a fucking fucking anti-jump roof here? Alright. Got an anti-jump roof. The guy couldn't jump out of there. Couple more houses down there as well. Looks like more. Stretches. Pretty far that way, too. Yeah. How far is this gonna... yeah, wow. It's really just kind of branching out a lot. Looks like there's more out here, too. Let's take a peek. No, that's the wall. We've seen that. What's over there? Nothing. That'd be trees over there. Yeah, they got like a big Great Wall of China kind of thing going on here. Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, it's not the worst wall I've seen. Ooh, jeez. Yeah, so I can grapple yourself into the ground. The animal sanctuary. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. Jeff, Tom, Kabuto. Fox. Just Fox. Yeah, what's up? What you got? What do you got? Huh? The feather? Would you like a donut, sir? But you take that donut instead of... yeah, take the donut. Nice. I gave him a donut. In my first house in this server, I used to have a pet fox that would, it just held my sword. Like, it had my legendary sword in its mouth. And I figured nobody ever took it either. Yeah. They're just like, well, that's clearly that fox's sword, so... They like they just like to hold, like, random items. Really. It's kind of funny. What Cake should do is release a bunch of, like, foxes into here and name them. But, like, make sure they all have, like, a weird, like, key item in their mouth or something. Or, like, an Easter egg or something. Just some valuables, so if you, like, go fox hunting, you can get something good out of them. You know, she could hide all of her best stuff. But nobody would ever know the foxes are just walking around with all of it. Man, how did I end up underground? Don't worry about that tree. There's nothing wrong with that tree. Are you hitting me? You butt. Jeez. Fucking hunger's down. A lot of the animals in this game are kind of cool. Like, they have their little quirks and stuff. Cats are great because cats, if you have a pet cat, like creepers, those things that explode, those green things that explode when they walk to you, yeah, they're afraid of cats, so they just leave you alone if you have a cat in your area. Dogs will just beat the shit out of anything if you tame one. Oh, there are wolves. Yeah, well, if you tame a wolf, it turns into a dog. Otherwise, that wolf will probably jack you up if you look at it the wrong way. Until you tame an animal, it's basically like a different species of animal that's like a lot more aggressive. There's bears. There are bears in this game. There's cows. Yeah. There's dolphins out there. There's also like giant sea monsters too, like Cthulhu-sized sea monsters out there in the ocean. But you have to be deep because they're big. Mm. There's parrots too. There's a lot of stuff. There's genuinely just a lot of animals in general. We're getting closer to the core. That's the library up there, which we'll go in there last. Please borrow books in the barrel. New donations are welcome. Look at all these look at these. Look at all these books that have not been stashed away yet. Wow. That's crazy. Oh yeah, do you like parakeets or hate them? Oh. Hey, what do you got in here? Oh shit. Okay. TVs too? Ooh. It's kind of swanky in here. That's a kind of a modern looking building up ahead. Yeah, just go this way. Take a peek. The school. I see. We don't believe in education in Flexenholm. Holy shit. The fuck? Is that the teacher? I don't... Nah. I'm not sending my kids to this school. No fucking way. Mm-mm. Nope. Nah. Advanced class. It does look pretty advanced in here. Middle class. Oh. Older class. They actually get windows up there. I'm gonna assume this has no windows. It has no roof either. Holy shit. What a place. Kitsune Cafe. Jesus. Fucking alarm goes off. Go in here. You can't sneak into here. Menu. Menu. Let's see what we got here. Not everything on the menu may be available all the time. Coffee, tea, strawberry smoothie, banana smoothie, chocolate milkshake, lemonade, pumpkin spice latte, carrot cake, glowberry cake, sweet berry cake, coffee cake, strawberry cake, original cake, pumpkin pie, sweet berry cake, apple pie, banana cream pie, cherry pie, Edon mess, brownies, choco chip cookie, donut, honeyed apple, a trifle. I see. I don't know what any of that stuff is. It's probably awful demi-human food, so I'll take note to ban all of that, all those foods in Bucks and Home when I get back. I'll ban all of that. We don't need to be eating demi-human food. We don't need to be eating that kind of stuff. If it's good enough for them, it's not good enough for us humans. As you all would agree, as fellow humans. I mean, structurally, the city's done. But it's like one of those Chinese ghost cities, right? That, like, they build and then nobody lives in them, right? Because they're just building them for, like, future populations of, like, oh, well, our population keeps growing, so let's just build, like, 26 ghost cities. Eventually we'll fill them up, you know? Because there's a lack of furniture in these buildings. You know, I'm just saying that I haven't found a place to sit in like 27 years. So my legs are tired now. It's this Temple of the Sibling. Okay, we found some books. We found some books. We found 2 books. 2 20-page books. Oh. 3 20-page books. Offerings for Vixen. I am enjoying my day. How are you doing, Eva Lisa? You having a good one? We're just about to read some of these books I've located here in Vixnreynd. Yeah, the fire burns. Wait, is that the same as the one over here? Maybe not. That might be 4 20-page books. No, only 3. Only 3. Let's read the weird side one first, I think. Oh shit, thank you so much for the follow. Alright, so I think, yeah, Cake definitely wrote this one. The Fire That Burns Life, a Vulperian folktale. A story about how Vulperians were created and the gods that made them. Long ago, there was once a goddess of creation and peace, a vixen who, with her brother Reynard, the god of destruction and chaos, created towns and cities with their magic. Together they gave the people of the world homes, money, and life. Am I interested in going to libraries? I do like libraries. Then I'm about to go to... Where's that fucker at? There's a giant library right there I'm about to go inside of. That's like 20,000 books. So today, yeah, I'm very interested in going into libraries. However, the siblings made one mistake. They allowed themselves to speak with these people. The people knew the siblings existed and created statues and temples for both the deities, and the deities would stay among the people and talk with them. But Reynard was bored. He had helped make the world, but no one wanted to talk to him. Everyone thought he was scary and would kill them if they dared speak to him. He was lonely. While his older sister made beautiful landscapes and elaborate cities, he was left to wander the world, looking for anything to satisfy his need to destroy. He had created caverns and the ocean floor, but he could never truly create like his sister, and that made him jealous. He wandered into the temple the people built for his sister, and it was shimmering white. It was well kept and always looked after. Some people made it their job to take care of the temple. Reynard then went to look at his own and saw it in despair. Parts of it were broken and it looked like it hadn't been touched since it was built. Vines growing inside and brick stone cracked. This made Reynard angry. You would like me to refer you a game? Hmm. Have you ever played Faith? That one was pretty cool. He realized that people don't care about him, only his sister. They didn't appreciate all the hard work he did to create their own. For without destruction, there cannot be creation. Reynard, enraged with all of his emotions, became engulfed in flame and started spreading his carnage around the world. Tornadoes, tsunamis, forest fires, earthquakes, all natural disasters all around the world happened all at once, tearing down city after city. Vixen came to him in panic and asked him why he was doing this to the world. He told her that no one saw him as they did her. He wanted to be respected, and since he did not get that respect, he will be feared instead. If they didn't know his name before, they would now. Vixen could not keep letting him destroy the world. Soon, there would be nothing left. So the gods fought until the land was destroyed. Now seeing the place they created gone to ash, Reynard laughed. His work was complete. Do I remember John Thomas? No. I mean, not personally. I know a couple people named John, but I certainly know nobody named Thomas. Oh, you a pro noob? Well, I mean, it's like an Atari game, you know. He turned to his sister and saw the look of sadness and fear on her face. The weight of what he had done now crashed down upon him. He started to regret his actions. Vixen tried to comfort him, and he apologized. They decided together that they wouldn't allow separation like this again. The gods decided to grant their worshippers some of their power. Both peaceful and chaotic. This is how Vulperians came to be. They could be peaceful, curious, and playful, while also being tricky, sly, and chaotic. The gods decided that they would only be a myth to these people. No longer would they communicate one-on-one. It was too dangerous, so they made rules and created a religion around the two that would honor both of them equally. And so, with a flick of his wrists, they were gone. And so a new era began with Vulperians roaming the lands, worshipping their gods for granting them life. Never again would the siblings fight, for they were both equal in their eyes of their creator. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Poor old John Thomas. The Kitsune siblings. In the Vulperian region, they believe in two deities known as the Kitsune siblings. Other names include the sibling spirits, the two fox gods. These two gods represent both the good and bad, life and death, the sun and the moon. Vulperians thank their gods for everything, as gods have given them everything. In this book, it will detail the two gods and everything they have power over, and how they help the Vulperians in their lives. Vixen Zenko. The goddess Vixen, sometimes called Zenko, is known as the benevolent, kind, and curious god. Vixen is often depicted as a white fox with red accents. However, she is also seen as a red fox. While she is known as the nice one, she can still be quite playful when she wants to be. She is also known as the goddess of the sun, bringing light and joy to her people. Vixen is known to be the goddess of life, but also represents the sun, good fortune, agriculture, health, and fertility. Vixen is the older sister of the two and often loves to stay out of mortal lives. While intrigued by their interests, she likes to observe them and watch their interactions. But someone just kept posting weird stuff, and do you remember John Thomas? And then I'm like, can you refer a game to me? And I was like, well, you could play Faith, I guess. And then they're like, ha, I'm a pro noob at Faith. I'm like, okay. I just banned them. Being weird. Just get out of here. Confusing me. What the fuck? Weird. It's definitely a fake person. It was definitely like some weird AI algorithm trying its best to figure out what the fuck I'm talking about while I'm reading a book written by Cake, and it was just failing. She sometimes likes to give small gifts to those she likes, like a flower or a good harvest. She's the most powerful during the spring and summer months, as those have the most sun and life in them. She loves nature and is very grateful when she is given flowers or handcrafted things as an offering. Vixen is playful and will play light tricks on people. Nothing major, but just enough to ease her curious nature. She is always depicted as kind and well-meaning and generous to those who give her offerings she loves. In mortal form, she is depicted as having strawberry blonde hair, blue eyes, and wearing a white dress with red and gold accents, along with a white fox mask. Reynard, Yako, the god Reynard, sometimes called Yako, is known as the malevolent trickster and chaotic god. Reynard is often depicted as a dark blue fox, with blue accents. However, he is also seen as a black fox. While he is known as the bad one, he can still be quite generous when he wants to be. He is also known as the moon god, bringing darkness and slumber to his people. Reynard is known to be the god of death, but he also represents the moon, knowledge, destruction, enchantments, and discord. Reynard is the younger brother of the two, and often loves to be involved with mortal lives. While intrigued by their interests, he hates to observe them, and would much rather be among them. He almost never gives small gifts, but when he does, he sends signs of danger and death. He is most powerful during the fall and winter months, as those have the most moonlight and darkness in them. He loves decaying things, and is very grateful when he is given dead things, or stolen things as an offering. Reynard is a trickster at heart, and will try to scare or humor people. Nothing major, but just enough to ease his chaotic nature. He is always depicted as impertinent and cutting, but generous to those who give him offerings he loves. In mortal form, he is depicted as having dark hair, red eyes, wears dark red robes with blue and silver accents, along with a black fox mask. The siblings work together to get done what they must, always trusting each other with gifts, signs, omens, and divine punishments. They they may have been at odds long ago, but now they're closer than ever. If you ever anger one if you ever anger one god, the other may be less helpful. Remember, the siblings work as a team and must be prayed to equally. Yeah. There's never enough praying going on here. I'm just saying. Oh, you worshipped me for 6 hours today? Well, what about Reynard? Did you give him a decaying bird yet? Did you? See? I'm just saying, everyone gives me shit about Luxenholm, but we're chill. We're pretty chill over there. We're pretty fucking chill compared to this. Cosgran does not expect you to worship him a singular time. Cosgran will just punish you mercilessly if you break laws. That's it. But dude, you don't have to. He doesn't want you to worship him. He just respect that he's gonna drop the gavel on you. You know, that's simple as that. Cosgran appreciates the fact that he believes all humans are really dumb. So you just gotta drop that gavel down and be really strict. You know, it's the only way they're gonna learn. Otherwise, you're gonna get fucking God over here like making you give him dead birds and shit. You know. I'm just saying, no, do you want that? Do you want your God to be like, it's a nice decaying corpse you've given me, you know? I'm just saying, that's where you get to the point of like considering, what are you dealing with here? What kind of insane creature are you dealing with here? Temple of the Sibling Spirits. The religion of the Valpyrians is called the Temple of the Sibling Spirits. They take their faith very seriously, and almost all are a part of it. The religion centers around the two deities and the goodness and destruction they bring. It's about life and seeing the best in any situation, always putting others' needs before your own and being the best person you can be. The two Kitsune no Kitsune gods, Vixen and Reynard, represent two halves. Good and bad, the sun and the moon, kindness and chaos, hatred, interpretation, whatever interpretation you have, they are the ones who overlook the Valpyrians. The siblings are equally respected and prayed to. The gods were once upset at each other. Reynard got jealous over Vixen and sent destruction over everything. After he calmed down, the two decided to create a species to worship them, and only them. They created the Valpyrians in their own image. The siblings look over their people with great joy. While they still do not interact with them, they have decided to give them signs and objects that they were there. Both are depicted as having long 9 tails and beautiful fur that shines in the sunlight or moonlight, respectively. Some claim you can see them in the stars at night and hear them in the wind, calling and whispering to you to play with them. Others believe that during festivals when everyone is wearing masks, the siblings will appear in mortal form and celebrate with their people though no one knows if this is true or not. Many who claim to have seen them have described them as beautiful and worthy of their title as gods. Hi, streamers, have you heard of Dave Thomas? He's a pro noob. I suggest this game to you. Since you like library, they were literally asking me if I enjoyed libraries, if I liked going to libraries, and it was amazing to be like, wait a fucking minute. What is going on here? Maybe Pentiment would be really good. Maybe Pentiment would be really good. AI told me the whole tale about Pentiment, and I was gripped 6. I can't believe that AI just knew that much about Pentiment and you. Like, that was crazy. And I hope the Satan's bongos. I hope that Frank like recovers from that ordeal. I really do. It's funny because like I feel like I can talk to a normal human being pretty well. Like it's not that hard. And then like we get like the crazy psycho AI things that like come in and try to talk to me, and my brain is just like I can feel my brain pulsating, and I'm just trying my best to politely talk to this person and not be like, "Wow, you sound like an idiot." Like it's crazy because like you never know. Could be just a slow dude, on there. I'm not gonna be a dick to him, but God, sometimes I'm like struggling to read what the f is going on from like a AI bot or something in chat. I'm just like, please, like, do you want me to state the obvious? Like, what's going on here? Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you asking me if I go to libraries? This is weird. It's a weird fucking question. The fuck? But for all I know, they're like, yeah, I'm from Bulgaria, and we just love libraries over here. I'm sorry, my English isn't very good. You never know. You can't be an immediate dick. The trick is that eventually they lead into like, hey, by the way, I do layouts and stuff, blah blah blah. After Vixnreynd, well, we got Volcano Island, which we'll probably visit today after this too. But as far as regions, let's see. We did Vitania. That was the first one. We kind of did like the poor people area of Vitania too. These little side areas. Frankie's, Animal Sanctuary. It's my zone over here. Castle. Shining City. Tutorial Island. Frank's area over here. And then his big race course. This race course doesn't work yet, by the way. We tested it. It's broken. There's my big cage of water. The Nether portal, which I showed that in the first one, I believe, or maybe in Vinci's, like the underground one. Drewby's Island, right here. I found it. I found Drewby's Island, and he didn't even realize he has a big like port town abandoned port town next to him. That's Padwani, the lighthouse region, which is very small, but it's someone built it, so it exists as a thing. The Wheat Empire is right here. We went there during Eve's Magic Town thing, and this is Magic Town, which is pretty big. As far as other region, oh yeah, we got York's region over. Is it down here? No. No. Oh yes, it's way down here. York's region, which is way the fuck in the middle of nowhere, basically. It's so far away that I don't think you could reasonably walk. It would take you like maybe like a real day, like a real life day to get from here to here. I don't know what this is. It's the middle of nowhere. Then we have Mushroom Manor right here, which is not a big area. And you can't really see anything because it's all under the trees and under the giant mushrooms. Yeah, redstone is crazy. The stuff you can do with redstone is kind of insane, actually. Like, it's kind of bad. I remember one time I made a working dice system with redstone for, like, a board game me and York made. Like, which we basically just made a Monopoly board in Minecraft, and then, like, I designed a dice system that actually worked. Like, it would randomize the inputs, like, properly. And it was, like, perfectly randomized, too. So we had, like, dice just because of, like, the big redstone machine we built. It's cool. It's fascinating, like, just the weird shit you can do with it. Vinci's really good at redstone. He can do, like, weird science shit with his redstone. It's annoying, almost. That he's, like, basically a scientist in this fucking game. Max, too. Max is really good at redstone. And this is also Old Svetland. This is York's old area, before I decided I'm going to attack him and try to annihilate his weird flesh god. I don't know. He started talking about flesh gods. I'm like, well, if I just attack his city, like, he can't do anything anymore, right? He's gonna have to, like, live in the woods and be a savage, right? I figured he'd just scatter to the woods and be a savage, but no, he he became stronger from being attacked by us. But yeah, it's a nice place. This is where all the I'll show. I might show this later. This is where all the golems are with the wrestler names and stuff. But as far as regions left, there's just one more, and that would be Volcano Island up here. Is like the main last region, which is where we're going next after here, because they're pretty close to each other. Vixnreynd and Volcano Island are, funny enough, the only two regions that are on my side of Vitania. Like, we have like a trinity, like, where we could boat to each other, basically. But, like, if you live down here in South Vitania, what do you got? You got Magic Town, the Wheat Empire. It's awful. North Britannia is just where it's at, honestly. It's where all the cool areas are. We even got the racetrack in North Britannia. Yeah, South is just where all the weirdos are. All the people who think magic is real, and, you know, geez. And then one day, you know, when we go to war with this place, we'll take it over and put a bunch of humans here, and it'll be so, like, Vixnreynd will be beautiful. We'll call it Human Reign. And it'll be such a cool place. Hey, have you guys gone to Human Reign yet? It's so good. It's so good. We got so many books. We don't know how to read the books, but we got a library full of books. Some of them have really cool pictures in them. Some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. Alright, we're gonna go into the big ol' ass library. Will I read all the books in the library? No. I'll read a couple. The library exists for a reason, and that's for a player to walk in here and read books. Let's see. The Athenaeum. The Athenaeum is Vixnreynd's version of a castle. The large structure is split into two parts, the Rayo Palace and the Grand Albrio Library. The Rayo Palace is where the curators and their pages live. It's also the place where people can go and seek counsel from the curators if they need it. Every curator has their own tower, with the high curator having the tallest one. Palace is also a great place to learn about some of the important figures in Vixnreynd histories, with the Hall of the Greats leading the other sections of the palace. While visiting the upper floors is sometimes restricted due to meetings or private matters that happen, the main floors are always open to visitors from sunrise to sundown. The Grand Arboreal Library is a large building filled to the brim with everything you could possibly want to know. The library was named after Nobu Arboreal and their tremendous efforts in creating the library and teaching their knowledge to all. Anything about everything can be found in the library, along with some private study rooms to take your studying to the next level. Other factions of the world have their own sections as well, with their own history as well as Vixnreynd's own history to study up on. Not only will you find wonderful history from all over the world, but also fictitious tales as well as little stories, folk tales, and even poems or psalms. You'll never know what you'll find in the Grand Arboreal Library. The Athenaeum itself is one of the oldest structures in Vixnreynd, built just after the war. Upkeep of the buildings are always going on to keep the palace and library in top condition for all to enjoy. The founders decided that knowledge was important and had created a castle that acted as a public library as well, hence the creation of the Athenaeum. These fucking words, these fucking pronouns here, Jesus, these keywords, it's fucking bold text that you'd have to go into like an index in an RPG to look at. I don't think anyone's ever used the book sign out sheet, because people usually just read the books in here and just put them back. We've read the laws. We know the laws. Vixnreynd history and quick overview of the nation. It's a quick overview, but it's 20 pages. You know, I'm just saying. Welcome to the snowy regions of Autumn Cliffs Valley, land of the Neurocracy nation Vixnreynd, home of the free demi-humans. Vixnreynd was officially established in sometime after the long 20-year demi-human war. The founding curators, Jorai Ruao, Nobu Albrio, Hahana Ryo, and Rael Ioka took Autumn Cliffs as their new home and safe haven for all demi-humans looking for protection. The walls are surrounding the land, as well as the work of the centuries keep the citizens safe. The nation has been growing and thriving ever since. Here in Vixnreynd, we are being governed by a group of curators, a group of wise and knowledgeable Valpyrians, who not only keep the nation running, but oversee the well-being of our Athenaeum, our version of a castle, paired with a large library. Vixnreynd is split into 3 districts, Root, Core, and Soul. Each district has a different role in the nation, and all are important. Root is the lowest class in Vixnreynd. They are the farmers and keepers of the land. They live in small houses and are spread out. Root tend to crop and animals. Core is the middle class in Vixnreynd. They are the common folk. They live in compact streets full of bustling people. Many shops and vendors are out every day trying to make a profit. Most citizens live here. Soul is the highest class in Vixnreynd. They live in large houses and on the backbone for the nation. Very often their money helps with preserving the tombs and knowledge and further advance their nation's technology. But I mean, they don't have technology. They're animals, so just saying. The sentries are the protection of Vixnreynd. They take on an important role in the nation, serving as protectors for all. Sentry towers can be found stationed all around the nation, making sure everyone is safe. Sentries work as a kind of police force and guard the prison found just outside the walls. There are many events that take place in Vixnreynd. One such event is the Festival of Liberty, an annual event held every year on the day Vixnreynd was established to honor the founders, so we, new generations, could live free. The national flower of Vixnreynd is the lily of the valley, as it represents happiness and prosperity, as well as sadness and loss. Vixnreynd also has a unique culture that was built on the back of the Valpyrian religion, the temple of the sibling spirits. The religion, much like the national flower, is about life and growth, but it's also about death and reduction. You may have already noticed the large sakura tree in the middle of the town. This is our great tree. It's been growing ever since Vixnreynd was first established. The tree has been said to hold magical properties that can heal and bring back the dead. However, those are rumors. The tree is simply a staple of our culture, and it brings us hope that even this tree can grow in a cold environment. And so can we. And that's all you need to know. For more information about our lovely little nation, check out the Athenaeum in the Seoul District. The library is open to all who seek knowledge. Please enjoy your stay here in Vixnreynd. It's great. It's great. There's probably more books in here too, stashed around. Sayla Ori's poems. Fox of the Ashes. Districts. Holy shit. Mistress of the Empire. That's great. I'm glad we got one snuck in here. Yeah, unfortunately, the Great Fire has just begun. Great Fire has just begun. Well, you know, these demi-humans literally walk up to me and they give me a wedgie and then laugh at me. You know, all the time. It's a daily occurrence. I can't handle it. You know, I gotta go to war with them just to protect humanity. I feel like. Vinci has some books too. Yeah, he's got his little Vinci section. Underground. A history. Day 1, falling. I happened by these ancient ruins by chance, nothing more. If someone asked me when or how the discovery took place, all I could ever offer was a shrug and a vague memory. Falling is what I recall, which itself is not too unusual. As a miner by trade, we fall, slide, and complain loudly. Came with the job. Others said it was because us dwarves like to cause trouble, which I must admit is not entirely wrong. What was I talking about? Ah, yeah, the fall. The first hint that something was wrong came when I realized I was falling a bit longer than usual. Normally, when one falls, the ground is never far behind, especially for my kind. This time, however, the cold, hard earth did not greet me immediately, or forever, in fact. Perhaps I was destined to fall forever. Was this a punishment from the divine? Maybe the Reaper would pay me a sudden surprise visit. I pondered all these possibilities, until fate provided another option. The ominous glow of lanterns broke through the darkness, their warm light hanging in the windows. That were now whooshing by, filling me with a small sense of relief. Even more exciting, though, was what lay beyond them, a cavern, lit by native flora and accented by countless lanterns, stretching as far as I could see. It was a wondrous sight. Had I ever witnessed a cave so large? What treasures could it hold? Before I could even contemplate an answer, everything faded with a splash. My descent had ended. I woke some time later in a pool of sparkling groundwater. Luck must have been on my side today, because I was without injuries, besides a small hit to my pride. My poor beard was drenched. Looking around, the walls were constructed of black bricks, which I could not quite decipher. Even more strange were the rings of solid copper that wrapped around the walls, its brilliant orange sheen long since gone and replaced with a tarnished green. This was not just some random structure, but then what was it? Answers would remain lost as I emerged from the small room I arrived in and was welcomed by a sprawling underground city. Countless pillars piercing the ceiling and a complex network of bridges crossed overhead with a slight murmur of flowing water. My mouth was agape, and I cared not. What I was seeing was beyond imagination. How had nobody found this earlier? Or had they? Surely this would have been harvested almost immediately. The value of the copper alone brought images of sprawling castles and piles of gold to my now anxious mind. Could This All Be Mine? By Marcus the Miner, who is probably working in some fucking red room in the underground these days. I'm guessing. Yeah, Vinci has he's written a bunch of weird diaries, like Resident Evil diaries of people who just went to the underground and died. I'm assuming. That's his lore, is basically just Resident Evil diaries of people who just go like, "What is this place?" And then they never write page 2 of the fucking diary because they die in there. We have read the Magic Town stuff. Timelines. Oh yeah, the good old timelines. I love making people read this shit. Where's the Empire? Let's see what we got here. This is the most popular book. I always see this book everywhere. Imperial Whispers by Linda Royce. A collection of quotes from the old emperors of the Wheat Empire. A single act of kindness throws out stalks in all directions, and the stalks spring up and make new wheat. Emperor Vostimir. Human kindness has never weakened the stamina or softened the fiber of the wheat. And a nation does not have to be cruel to be tough. Another one by Emperor Vostimir. He was pretty good. Kindness in words creates competence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates new wheat. You know who that is. That guy's great. My religion is very simple. My religion is wheat. Daimo Shoto. No amount of wheat, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Another banger by Daimo Shoto. Remember, there's no such thing as a small amount of seeds. Every seed creates a ripple with no logical end. That's Charles T. Scone. What a guy. Whatever possession we gain by our sword cannot be sure or lasting, but the wheat gained by kindness and moderation is certain and durable. Queen Nobilis. Whenever there is a human being, there's an opportunity for wheat. The great Shogun Totala. All war is a symptom of man's failure to humble themselves in the field of wheat. Emperor Tsureki. This, and no other, is the stock from which a tyrant springs. When he first appears, he is a protector. Emperor Hoska. Grand designs in war are a thing of vanity. Victory goes to the general that blunders the least, and to those that have the most wheat. Emperor Markuk. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. It's another Emperor Markuk. We got like 30 pages of these. But yeah, these are everywhere. You will literally find these in bathrooms, restaurants, waiting rooms. You're gonna find a Whisper of the Empire somewhere. They really love their fucking wheat. The singular book ever written by... Oh, this is actually pretty funny because if Karrison actually wanted to learn how to make potions, leave it to the one singular book that Max has written to be the one book she needs. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good guide. It's written by an insane person also. Of course, we got the Wheat Empire over here. You know, it's not bad. Let's see. I think there's an upper section too, and a lower section, in fact. Botanic Law. Hey, we got a Botania one. Not too many books about Botania itself, honestly. Everyone kind of gets the gist of what Botania is. We've kept it simple with that. There's not much lore to Botania. It's like, well, I don't know. We live here. What do you want from us? There's a bunch of books in here you could read. If you follow the flags, it'll show you like who they're written by. These are all Frank's books. Let's see what we got. Briarthorn. Welcome to Briarthorn, the agricultural center of the world. This is an area where you can work to earn your keep and manage to experience an emerald gain of traditional mob farm. Okay, this is the one he has at his farm. This one just tells you, hey, if you farm, you can get EXP, and if you sell the stuff you farm, you can get emeralds, which makes sense. It's a good thing to know that you can sell your crops to villagers for emeralds. And you can use those emeralds to buy shit. But we also have the Stalker. This is written by Frank Wood. The Stalker Files. These are documents passed on by word of mouth from Fort Strong that speak of an entity that plagued our newly emerging society until we were nearly driven underground once again. They said that once our portals to the Nether opened, something else found its way through. It started simply with the occasional destruction of property, some dead livestock, things normally explainable by some zombies at night, or even a creeper. But this felt targeted, nefarious. That was when things started to get a little more real. Severus was one hell of a librarian. We found him in a local village, and after explaining our plight and history, he volunteered to document what we'd been through for the sake of history. He was a valiant man, pulling late nights over and over again. It sadly might have been his undoing. After the colony went to bed, he elected to stay in our thrown-together library and continue to organize documents. When we woke up, the library was destroyed, and Severus was gone. His only remains being a pool of blood and trail thereafter. We followed it up to our underground portal someone made, but once we were in the Nether, the trail ran dry. We spent a few more days searching and keeping watch for whatever was doing this, but nothing. It seemed was nothing was working. Days passed, and it started once again. In small ways, this time, eventually. Oh shit! No! I was standing around too long. There is an AFK kick in this, if you linger too much. That's what I get for standing there reading these gripping novels. Jeez, I'm gonna lose my place in that book. I better not have lost my place in this book. You fucker. But yeah, the Stalker Files are based on true events that actually happened. Every single thing he wrote about in there, this is something that actually happened. And it was kind of fucked up experience over there in Fort Strong, really, I'd say. I think we got another one. Because I know I have a shelf here, too. I also have a knife stash in my library. You never know who's gonna, like, show up and try to kill you. I've read these. I've read these. What's this one? Yeah, I've read these. Justice is the sum of all moral duty. And this is, I don't know. This is the IDK zone. Can still not figure out what the fuck this is gonna be. But at least I see. Ancient Tome of Spells. Okay, okay. We'll just let it be. Ow. There is a lower section, too. It doesn't just end with that. And this is where people can... Squealy Nord, what do? You seem very happy to see me. What's up? You want a carrot? You can have a carrot. No, these are my carrots. Get away from me. Get out of here. You know, it's nice down here. This is the study area, in case you need to do some research, read some books. You can go down here. Just kind of exist, you know? There's also a secret in here that I snuck in here. Because I feel like This whole Vixnreynd was lacking one thing, one important thing. A Kelp Express. Delicious. You get some baked kelp and some candied kelp down here. Down here in the bottom of the library, you just gotta find the secret bookshelf for it. Nobody will ever know this is here. Nobody will ever fucking know there's a Kelp Express. Can't study on an empty stomach. Let us kelp you, sate that hunger. Thanks, Kelp Express. What a great place. We don't have any money, so I guess we'll just get the fuck out of here. But yeah, there's a hidden Kelp Express in Vixnreynd too. But you know, there's not a single town where there's not a Kelp Express like just hidden in there. I usually don't even tell people when I put a Kelp Express in either. They usually just find it and it scares them a little that it just pops up out of nowhere. Okay, so this is a library. There's a lot more books in here. I mostly just wanted to read Cake's books. And as you can see, her faction is not exactly a bunch of good guys either. I'm just saying. We've yet to have a good guy faction. Everyone's got their issues. This is the castle. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. This demi-human stuff. Kelp. There's a kelp advertisement in here too, you know? Wait. Wait, what the hell? What's going on with you guys? What is she doing to you? He's got these fucking snowmen in like stocks, basically. Got him like wooden planks nailing them to the wall. How you doing, Overseer? You got some birds with you? Oh, Zenko and Yako. Wait a minute. I've read about you fuckers. Ah, lovely. Lovely. What building was that again? Have we been in that one? Hey, is that one of my flags up there? What the fuck? What's going on here? What's going on here? Oh shit. There's my flags in here. What is this? What the fuck is this? Where's my axe? What the? Holy shit. I have a secret room I've even forgotten about in here. Oh, look at all that. I was planning on blowing somebody up. I got like a bunch of missile launchers in here. I don't want that. That does not need to be in here. That's a very good bow. Yeah, there's just a bunch of explosive. What was I gonna fucking like shoot somebody through the window with a bunch of missiles from like a secluded little perch up here? Wow. Okay. Well, need to get this stuff out of here, I feel like. Now, what's down here? How do you get in here? Oh, shit. There's more. There's more to it. Oh, it's like it. Oh, that is a really well hidden little way into there. It's just nothing but cherries back here, guys. Don't worry about it. Where is this? What the fuck? Okay, cool. I have an apartment here, and I've completely forgotten that I do. Got some music in here too. Fallen Demigod. Jeez. Guess I could drop some crap off. I mean, all right, like I could drop some stuff off here. Those. I'll take the kiwi. I can eat that. I can eat that kiwi. Justice. Keep it in there. Okay. Well, weird. Going back into the other room, other side of this room. Well, the cool stuff is. Wow. Some fucking shit in here. Just get this stuff out of here. Jesus. These are WMDs just sitting around, basically. I feel like I was priming myself to murder somebody. Got like a hidden room over here with a bunch of really dangerous shit in it. We'll take these. And yeah, we'll take this too. The rest can stay. Wonder what's in these. Empty. It's an empty book. Is this an empty book? It's an empty book. Cool. And jeez. So my problem is that I don't have one house. I have like 20 houses, and all my stuff is just split amongst it. Like, just spread out. So invariably, if someone ever did like stumble across one of my areas, I still have stashes everywhere. I'll dig a damn hole in the ground. Hey, Ela, how you doing? You having a good day? There we go. Jeez. Making dinner? Oh hell yeah! What do you having for dinner? Probably something tasty. I mean, if it's not tasty, though, I won't judge either. Like, that's acceptable too. You know, sometimes you just eat to eat. Okay, see, I don't judge. Food is food, you know. Instant noodles are pretty tasty, though. Yeah, I'm just saying, like they're not as bad as you would think. All right, so that's I mean, unless Cake's got some like hidden areas that I just don't know about, which is very likely. Oh no, the castle. We need to go inside the actual castle. Still got a place to go. I got too distracted with the fact that there was a banner on my window for some reason. Or my banner on a window. Here we go. Yeah, we missed out on an entire castle interior. Because I got sidetracked so much. Napoleon, you poor guy. Tenko? Hey. Shit. Hall of Greats. Holy guacamole, that's a lot of extra books in here. So they've got a book of like every single great figure in their area, it looks like. Let's see. That's got a good view from here. Up the tree. Yeah, I like the views from the windows up here. You get fucking lost in here too. Good lord. Hi. Well, what have I found here? An attic? Letter to Caesar. What the fuck? Curse of the truth. Whoa. Whoa. What have we found here? The truth. All right. We found the truth. We had to look throughout the whole damn city, but we finally found it. Vulpus cinereum, or as Vulperians know it as, the Curse of the Ashes, has been recorded to be a hereditary blood disease, and it is caused by lingering effects of old experiments done to Vulperians many years ago. The disease only affects a small portion of the Vulperians, about 1%, and the number of recorded cases drops all the time. The disease seems to be slowly filtering out, but as long as one Vulperian has it, it is sure to spread through their bloodline. Currently, there is no known way to cure it, and the only way to stop it from hurting someone, is to keep them cool. Don't make them mad. After Viperians experimented on, their DNA was fused with ancient magics and used to create an artificial disease we know as the Curse of the Ashes. The disease is known to slowly spread across the body, leaving an ashy black or soot-charred skin in the wake. The skin effects also include being able to transform one's body into a mindless, destruction-filled fox-like beast covered in flames. It has been known that the more one uses this unnatural ability, the harder their life will be. The risk of this disease has not yet been fully realized, but there is one thing for certain. It is extremely dangerous to everyone involved in it, for those who have it, and those around to see it transpire. Some effects of the curse may have been caused by withering poison, fire damage, and transformation magics being fused into the bloodstream of subjects. When a Vulperian with the disease expresses negative emotions too powerfully, they seep out and turn them into a beast of fear, rage, and destruction. When only a very small few possesses such abilities, they are still dangerous and only feels the misconception of their kind. When changed back, they gain amnesia from this and don't remember ever having become a monster, and the entire scene is gone from their memory. This can, over time, become untrue, as the more one uses this ability, the more they will be able to remember. But not many want to transform and find out. Many have described the transformation as a werefox or a fiery beast. They have been known to have up to 9 tails in this form, depending on how strong their emotions are. They radiate heat, and everything they touch catches fire. The disease is believed in the Vulperian faith to be a side effect of their gods creating them. Hence why they call it a curse. The disease is dangerous not only to everyone around it, but to the host as well. If they use it too much, they will face dire consequences. Their foes' fingers and toes will start to become sooty black, and soon cover up their hands and travel up their arms and legs. The hair will also gain an ashy white color, starting at the tips. The more one uses the curse, the more it will consume them. It will soon travel up through the lungs and infect their entire body. Effects don't start right away and usually take a few times for anything to show. The effects are irreversible and can cause permanent damage to the body if not treated properly. Higher Curator Jorai, Ryo, of Vixnreynd used the curse to her advantage in the Great Demi-Human War. However, this caused her to have a much shorter lifespan because of this. Mirla Bell, another figure in history known mostly through folktales, used this curse on her rampage of revenge, causing her to disappear due to overuse. This is why it's called the Curse of the Ashes. Not only does one create ashes, they become ashes as well. Yeah, see, so we just ban these people from our cities. 'Cause they can turn into fucking fire monsters. You know? I think it's just reasonable. I think humanity is being reasonable and being like, yeah, we probably should deal with that. We probably shouldn't let them in the city. You never know. They could literally explode into a fire monster at any time. We'll just ban them. Just ban them, you know? It's just the smartest thing. She won't notice that I broke a window up there, I bet. She won't notice. Anyways, this is Vixnreynd. It's big. It's a very big place. And I kind of get lost here every time I come here, too. Which isn't a bad thing. It's just how big it is, you know? It's a good thing when something is big enough to be lost in. I think that's a key sign that your city is just big enough. Not bad. Not bad. Next up is gonna be Volcano Island. Right here. That's the last major location I feel like we have. We have minor locations, but not major locations left, you know? Like there's like, yeah, there's a building here that's pretty cool. 10,000 miles away, you know, we got like just like crappy locations like that. But as far as like full cities go, I feel like Volcano Island is probably the last one. Do they have a theme song? What kinda? Saint Dan Marco is their theme song. He's the liberator of Volcano Island.
Sail the ocean, feel the breeze. Saint Dan Marco, man of the seas, with the wisdom of Hades Monday. He knew he had a mission. He had a clue.
What a guy.
Voices of the oppressed no longer ignored. Saint Dan Marco stepped aboard, fighting for justice, breaking the chains on Volcano Island. Freedom remains, freedom on the waves like the wind it blows. Saint Dan Marco, the hero who rose with the wisdom of Hades Monday. The sky, he brought light to darkness, hope unqualified.
Welcome to Volcano Island. It's not even the official name. But Volcano Island has just stuck better than the actual like official name of this place, which is Duskwood. Our resort is still under construction. Our village is still under construction. Just so you know, still under construction, but it's fucking getting there. This place is getting there. And yes, indeed, that red and black, that is a giant volcano. There's a lot of volcanoes here, actually. Hence, Volcano Island. One day, Volcano Island will definitely, erupt, and we'll never see it again. But more reason to enjoy it. Nice here. Also probably dangerous here. Oh, wow. They got some moo blooms in there. A lot of animals. Yeah, it's kind of nice here, but it is a tropical resort island, so you know, better be nice. Shops, of course. Was there anything in this windmill? Worth a check. Yeah. Nice views, you know? Good views. This place does look really nice in the daytime. This is a daytime kind of place. You know, it doesn't do too bad at night, neither. Nobody wakes up anymore. As long as it's dark, nobody wakes up. They're all sleeping forever. When those guys wake up, you can buy stuff from them, more or less. Yeah, it's got a lot of shops. A lot of shops here. The problem is everyone's sleeping, so people are going to be sleeping for a while. So when they wake up, though, holy crap, you're going to be able to buy all sorts of stuff here. You know, once Duskwood wakes up again. Look at these guys. Fucking family over here of leather workers. Hey. You picking fights today, Mr. Spider? Huh? Picking fights, Mr. Spider? Oh, this is the door. Well, I told them I put this here when they showed up, like they were new to the server, and I put the door down here, and I'm like, well, if you ever remove this door, I'll arrest you. And so far, they've kept this door here, so I guess that worked. I guess they didn't call they didn't call my bluff whatsoever, so that's pretty good. Sleepy villages are a thing right now. Otherwise, you'd see a lot more villagers walking around. That's Fred out there. Yeah, Fred's just a big ass moose. Yeah, you don't worry about Fred. He does his own thing. Just a big old guy. Let's go inside the actual like volcano, because I know there's more stuff in there. Hey, got some free TV in here. Let's back outside. Do all these go back outside? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Got like a little trifecta of exits here. Ooh. I mean, this is inside of a volcano, so lava makes sense, honestly. Hey, Agent Whiskers, what's up? Nice little library in here. Sleepers. We got some more sleepers. What the hell was that noise? This leads out as well. Okay. I do know there's a little spot in here deeper. Maybe. I see a way in, but it's not a normal way in. But it works. Yeah, this is like their actual like kind of secret area. I guess their living area. Which I assume they didn't want me to be in here because the door was locked. But you should know better than to have any sort of opening. I'll find a way like in. Yeah, I'm a fucking assassin here, you know. I'm getting into places is half the battle. This is kind of nice in here. What the fuck? It's really bright. It's very pretty in here. I would not want to fight something in here though, because good lord, so many blind spots. And I will get lost if I stay in here, so I need to leave. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to go deep into here and find my way back. Snowy and Chubs. What's this? Duskwood. Oh yeah, they have their own armor set here too. So what we're working with Duskwood armor. Let's see here. Yes, good evening. I'm just a average Duskwood citizen soldier. How are you? Yeah, not the worst. It looks pretty good. Yeah, for a bunch of pirates living on a tropical island, you know, I think it could be worse. Yeah, give it all back. All right, let's get out of here before we get in trouble. Is there really no way out or in? Oh, there we go. What is this? Hmm? Hmm? Is this a prison? Damn jail in here. Fucking jails everywhere. Everyone's got a jail. Everyone. Every single person. Oh my god, that was so good. So much food. There's also a lower area here, and in my experience, it's kind of dangerous here sometimes. Keep your eyes on the water, mostly. Good today. Come on, went here and there's like a bunch of zombies in the water throwing spears at us. Maybe they went back since and lit it up better. Okay, there's one more thing I noticed here I wanted to go look at that I don't recall seeing last time I was here. You better run. You better run, you damn cat. Was it over here? No, it's right here. So yeah, we're kind of on the right track. Alright, looks like they could kill me if I take that jump wrong. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lighthouse. I've never seen that lighthouse before. That must be brand new. I mean, it's even got scaffolding still in here. Nice. It's a nice area. A nice lighthouse. It's a very tall lighthouse, too. Jeez. Yeah, we're pretty high up. There's no good way down either. No, water doesn't hurt you at least. Okay. Treacherous. Dangerous. Dangerous zone. I do like it though. This one's nice. Close this. Oh, close this. We've seen it. We've seen Vixnreynd. We've seen the underground. We've seen fucking. We've seen fucking Svetland. New Wheatland. We've seen Deep Woods. We've seen Briarthorn and Luxenholm. Olympia Island. We've seen Magic Town. Seen all these up here. We've seen Podwani. We have seen Mushroom Manor. We've seen the Nether Portal. We have not seen Old Town. But the portal's broken, so we can't. We've seen this one, despite the fact that it doesn't have a name. My favorite one? It's tough to say. Let's see. Honestly, I kind of dig Volcano Island a lot. It's every time I go there, I'm kind of like baffled at like how good it looks. It's a really nice area, especially during the day. Cake's area is really good too. It's just not quite my aesthetic of Japanese pink flower petal village, you know? So that's why like Volcano Island's kind of more like if Volcano Island feels like a Florida fucking town, Cuba town or something. So I kind of dig it. I like York's area, but York's area also makes me feel like nauseated if I stay there too long. Like it's gross there, and every time you walk somewhere, it's all squishy sounding. You know? Yeah, I kind of really dig Volcano Island a lot though. Magic Town's pretty cool, but I can't with my human legs. It's hard for me to navigate there without like a grappling hook or something. I'll die a lot there for sure. I die a lot in Vinci's area too. Yeah, I'm kind of a big fan of Volcano Island. It's grown a lot too. Firethorn's not bad if you actually need to play the game. Yeah, York is just like, I live way down here. What's up, guys? He does that all the time too. He'll just build like a place that's just like, yeah, this exists. What's up? The map is huge too. I don't think I could explain to you how big the map is other than just telling you it's infinite. There is no limit to how far the map goes. Like we could go, like even right here, we got like a weird spot way out here in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, the map just goes like infinitely. Got a spot out here. What is this? I don't fucking know. I have no oh yeah, this is where I found York. This is where I fucking found York. When I logged on, York told me like, I don't know where I am, but I'm very far away. And I'm like, okay. And I fucking found him over here, which is, if you look at the map, it's so fucking far away. It's so fucking far. Because you gotta think, like, you zoom in on the map, that's like, it would take like, each block is pretty small. Wait, we sold you? Really? I don't know, Six. It's an addiction. I don't know how we sold you. I've just been walking around talking about areas and reading books. This is not the Minecraft experience of how do you speedrun the game and beat it. But yeah, I kind of dig like, I can't really pick favorites too much, I feel like. Because they're all pretty good. I can't like really name too many like cities that I go to and like, this sucks. I hate this place, you know? It's Vinci, like, I think Vinci probably has the best. He's probably the most skilled builder because he used to literally, like, a long time ago, people would literally pay him a lot of money to build stuff in Minecraft servers. Like, it was literally like a hobby career thing where he's like, yeah, fuck it. Oh, you want me to build this and you'll pay me? Cool. So Vinci is like really fucking good. And same with Eve, really. Like, Eve is like basically Frank's like good builder that he has in it, has around. Yeah, you should build a water palace. We do not have a water faction yet, and it's ridiculous. You know why it's ridiculous, Six? Because if there was a water faction, I would talk some mad shit because I have the damn water sword. So I'd definitely be lording over the water faction all the time. Like, oh yeah, you guys are great, but I have a water sword. Yeah, there's room for more. Druby's building a place now, so we're gonna get a new town from him, I'm assuming. Yeah, I think it's all really good though. Like there's nobody who sucks at building. Actually, there might be a couple, but the problem with them is that sometimes we'll get somebody who joins and Frank will do his tour thing and like Frank will show them around and then they'll immediately take a boat and just go die out here somewhere in the void. They'll just go die way out here somewhere. They'll just go be like dead out here. And then they're gone forever and they never lock back in again. That is 60% of people who join, that's exactly what they do. So I've learned to just I try to keep them trapped in here for a long time. So by the time they go out here, underwater? Yeah, you can. Let me see if I can find something underwater. Well, it's Potwani. Potwani would be the example, I think. It's not much, but it's like a good example of an underwater structure someone was building. That's why we got the Seaborn armor set for those Seaborn folk. Potwani. So you would just need to... I mean, you can almost see stuff from the surface a little bit. But it's like right... Is that it? That could be it. You just jump in. Just, swim to it. Yeah, I like his. I like that he built it next to a sunken ship he found, because that is pre-generated. There's a lot of pre-generated stuff like sunken ships and castles and all sorts of crazy like bullshit. Fucking fat seal. But yeah, this is an underwater structure right here. And he's got some weird fucking door that. Oh, is there more over here too? Oh yeah, he sure does. It's got a conduit. Interesting. But yeah, he kind of built his thing and then I guess moved on. But this is probably. Well, I mean, there is another underwater base, but I can't show you that. I can't show you the secret underwater top secret base, you know. But I'll tell you this: me and York built it. It's like a team, so we have a secret team built underwater base that we can never show to anybody. That's where we keep all the top secret important shit that we don't want people to find. You know, we can hide stuff there and nobody knows where it is. What do we got here? Ooh, a nice diamond sword this guy's got. But yeah, you can definitely make. I love underwater structures. I think they're really fucking cool. It's kind of a challenge to build them too, because you gotta deal with the fact that I don't know, you're building underwater and you're gonna drown. What's this? Holy shit! There's just a cave here, and I can breathe in here. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. This is where you can build your house 6. Nobody would ever find it. The only thing I worry about 6 is that we do have a sea monsters mod, and although we have yet to encounter an actual sea monster in game, right? Like we know the potential for them to exist exists. So like I don't know, you might bump into something fucked up one day, because I think they have a very low spawn rate, and none of us are in the water very long. I mean, you could. You could. I'm excited because they're horrifying. Great. But, you know, it's funny because the day I installed the Sea Monsters mod, everyone also decided, let's just not go in the ocean anymore. Like, it was just pretty unanimous, like, almost immediately. People were like, well, we got land for a reason. Like, without even seeing the sea monsters, people were just like, alright, well, good enough for me. The threat is enough. What's this? Subterranea. Oh, shit. Alright, we'll take it. We'll put it in our pocket. We got another one. It's a gun. Seaborn helmet. Gold crest ingot. Hey. Salt? Why does this guy have so much fucking salt? Pants? He's got the pants song. That's pretty good. Wow, that's a good ring. Yeah, he even made a banner. He tried to make a Kraken, you know, faction more or less. See, we dreamed of the water faction so much. When this guy showed up, we were like, oh, we're getting it. We're getting the water guy finally. You know, because we have Vinci. He's the lava guy, right? And Frank is he has the air sword, so he's you know, he's the fucking sky guy. I got the water sword. You know, I don't embrace it. I don't embrace the fact that I have the water sword, but I'll use water a lot if I need to. They have York, who's apparently the flesh guy. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. You know, Cake is a bunch of fucking weird firefoxes that are. Like, I assume that those Vulperians are something that would just randomly explode in the middle of a city. It's like having like a race of people with bombs strapped to them. You know, they're gonna turn to a giant firefox and blow up a town. Like I think that's good reason to keep them out of a town. Frank's people are the farmers, I guess. Frank's people are like the only normal people in the server, I feel like. Even if all they like to do is eat food and have sex, that's pretty normal. I've only, like, the only reason that Luxenholm has so many weird laws is because I do everything in my power to just be the opposite of Briarthorn in, like, every aspect of my being. So every time Briarthorn's like, yeah, we're the sex capital of the world. I'm like, well, sex is illegal in Luxenholm then. I just want some duality, you know? Let's see. Got some fast shoes here, too. Pretty good. Oh, do we have any more areas, though? I think that's all of the main stuff. Of course, there's probably places out here that we've just forgotten about that just don't have a portal attached to them either. Because mainly I've only been hitting areas that we actually have a portal attached to, but this world is way bigger than what I've just shown off in terms of all the tours of the cities. That's kind of like a 1% fraction of the size of the world. And if you just leave the walls and start going somewhere, because there is just so much just open, awful wilderness just out there that'll kill you. Right? Like, walking from across this field, you might fall in one of these holes and die. There might be a bunch of shit in the grass attacking you, you know? And it's just, it doesn't stop. Like, the cool thing about Minecraft is that the generation of the world is just infinite. You can keep going in one direction. It'll keep generating new stuff in that direction. We've tried many times to just, like, go out really far in one direction just to see if it ever ended, and it never fucking does. It's not a bad map. So maybe one day you yourself will have a pretty good map once you start. I don't know. We'll figure out what's over here one day. What could be in this black void? Look at this. We got a whole circle around it. What's here though? You know? What the fuck is here? What the hell could be on the other side of Tutorial Island? I just don't know. I have no fucking idea. Of course, there's always a shining city if you just want to go out in a blaze of glory. Wait a minute. Did I steal the royal jukebox? I fucking did, didn't I? Just looked around for it, like, where did it go? I do remember stealing the royal jukebox and putting it somewhere else. Hey. Oh. All right. Well, I think that basically concludes it with the tour. You can definitely find a really cool foresty island. There's some really neat stuff out there, like just in the world. Oh, you want to see Kerrison's house? Here, let's go check it out. We'll add it to the tour. Hey, I see it from here. You need sunlight. I know. I know you do. This is what we got so far. She told me she's gonna figure out doors pretty soon. And I'm like, that's pretty good. The joke's on them. There's a door right here. Wait, if this isn't a door. Your floor is a death trap, by the way. I just noticed. There's a hollow under your floor where people like me could get killed. But I mean, it's, it's a. I tell you this, my first house was a dirt house, so this is already better than my first house. I like it's definitely like molding clay, they're just trying to figure out how the fuck all this works. The best part about where I decided to put the Garrison's house is that it's under somebody else's house is under it. I buried this house long ago. I'll never unbury it either. Nobody will ever know that there's a house on top of a house. Nobody will ever know. They'll never check. Are you kidding me? Why would they check? What we got in here? Oh, shit. I don't bully. I mean, once the tours are done, I don't know. I feel like it's part of my, like, job to bully and to be evil. To kind of be the antagonist a little bit, Because I don't feel like Frank's gonna like step in and be the antagonist. York would, but York is a really effective antagonist. So like York would just kill us all. But I'm like an ineffective antagonist. Like I'm an ineffective villain. So it works pretty good. I feel like. I'm gonna threaten you. I'm gonna threaten you, and then probably, I don't know, break my leg as I try to assassinate you. It's just, it is what it is. The trickster god. There is not a... Well, is there a trickster god? I mean, technically those fucking foxes. But... Good lord. Ah. You guys got a salute for the national anthem of Vatania, of course. You know how it is. You know how it is. You get shot if you don't. I mean, yeah, you get shot if you don't. I feel like motivation kind of comes when it comes. You can never force motivation. It just comes when it comes. It is true. I'm impervious to human affection, you see. I was designed to be the perfect cynical machine. And yeah, I like I like guys. Oh no, yo. The funny part is, Six. You, like Cryptic, you will submit to my fucking demands. It'll happen, and because you don't comprehend the ways in which I'm gonna like get you to fucking just be like, fuck it, all right, whatever, yeah, law, good. I'll just figure out what bothers you, and I'll just keep doing that, and you won't even know it's me doing it. Like poor Cryptic, I think I was psychologically torturing him, and I don't think he knows to this day that I was just doing some sneaky little, just breaking stuff just secretly until he finally gave up on breaking laws. You know, if I'm not a god anymore. That's the problem. I figure that you need like the first step is putting a house down so you can put your stuff in it, and then you can go out and find more stuff to put in your house. Or you can't break the law. I mean, the worst part is that I just respected Cryptic for fucking breaking the law so much. I'm just like, what? All right, he's gonna make me work for it. He made me work for the enforcement of laws, and I respect it. You know, he made me sweat a little. Like, oh shit, I had to keep tabs on him and Max for like a year. Like just basically sitting in a tree with binoculars, keeping an eye on him. I know he knows what he was doing. He's fucking hanging out with Max. Hang out with fucking Max. It's okay. It gave me something to do, you know? Give me like a mission. Sometimes that's all you need is a purpose. Just a purpose. Well, he did do pretty good work on those sewers, though. I will say he went kind of like crazy with the sewers. I'll end it where I always end it in my little currency exchange office. Also, we got jobs, by the way. We've got some jobs for people. Wow, look at all these great jobs you could always have. Wow, there's no pool cleaner job. There's no pool cleaner. If we hired a pool cleaner, they would die. They would die in Svetland. So we just don't do it. We just because that's the only dirty water that we could think of. You'd have to go to Svetland and start dumping out clean water. Which is a thing. You could. I bet you York would probably respect you a little bit if you showed up there with just 10,000 buckets of water and you just started trying to fill it up. Just clean it. He'd also kill you, though. He would kill you also. He would respect you as you die. But, hey, that's true. They do have a fishing pole economy. I posted on Vice's Discord. I'm gonna start. Hey. Hey, if you need any help, Karrison is one of the few members who installed it without 26 issues, so... We still got members who've been here since the beginning, and every time I do an update, they're like, I just don't understand. I'm like, it's the same as last time. Like, I don't understand. I'm like, it's exactly the same. I've made sure it is exactly the same. No, it doesn't work. I'm like, please. Oh, did she? She should just ask me. There's an issues fucking channel for a reason. It does crash a lot. It happens. I mean, it crashes because Minecraft is naturally unstable, and this game has 8 billion mods in it. 8 billion mods. No Pharaoh, that's true. I'm just surprised that Karrison hasn't started like the desert faction. We don't have a single faction that's in the desert using sandstone and shit. Well, actually, we kind of do. Have I shown you York's? No, I can't go to Old Town anymore because the portal's broken. Never mind. We won't go to Oldstown. I'm just saying, there's no desert faction. Is there? I haven't seen one. Kidding me? Fucking hey, you could have you could put traps everywhere and like the underground portions of it and shit. It'd be great. We got spikes. You could have spike floors. Like if you step into a pyramid like a dummy, just trap it, make it blow up, put a bunch of TNT inside of the pyramid, and it just makes a mile long crater. Joke's on you, Karison. That's what most people do when they start. They ask me a bunch of questions, and then eventually they get to a point where they just stop asking me questions because they finally they figured it all out. It's great, great. And then I get to go back to Luxenholm, and I get to sit in my throne and just enjoy the quiet the graveyard around me. You'll never. I don't know. I don't know. We still gotta let York take you mining one day. I think that'll be the true test. I don't get my hands dirty, so York will have to do that one. You can get bone meal if you kill a skeleton and crush up their bones into bone meal. You can throw it on those saplings to make them grow. They're probably not growing because it's nighttime and there's no sunlight. But you can still throw bone meal on it to make them just grow. So you need to go find some bones. Yeah, it's the only way. Okay, we're gonna go to Frankie's. We'll end it off on the Blade of Annihilation. York will not kill you. Probably. He'll hurt you. And then he'll scare you, but if you leave, he's not going to chase you down. It's when you're persistent and trying to fight back, that's when he gets you. Right? He'll give you like a love tap, and then he'll gauge whether or not you're going to sit around and fight back. If you just run, he's probably going to let you. The thing about York is he's literally the slowest walking person on the entire server. If you want to survive against York, walk away from him. He can't get you. He will not be able to chase you down. It's a 0% chance. York literally wears armor that restricts his movement speed. I mean, yeah, it makes him a tank. His armor makes it so he's very durable, but he cannot move. If you just run away from his ass, what is he gonna do? So. That's right, we're going to Frankie's. We're going to Frankie's. It has the best ambience for the Blade of Annihilation. Did he? Yeah, that's the trick. It's like Minecraft pisses me off because I used to make fun of this game a long time ago. Like really badly too. I was like, it looks shitty. What do you mean? Oh, break blocks and put blocks down, or whatever. Stupid game, right? But then I started playing it, and like, yeah, I would have to do that a lot. And I would usually do it, and then I'd get pretty bored and just drift off into my own little. I'd be like, hey, well, this place has meaning to it. I don't know. I feel like the game is so fucking boring normally that you have to, like, just do it your own way, or you're gonna go crazy. Hieroglyphics. So far, I've let everyone write their own lore, and I haven't interfered with their lore like whatsoever. But what I have done is I wrote like there's like a couple history books that are like blah 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 happened at this point in time, and just very 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 vague. And then I'd let them write their lore, and then after everyone wrote their lore, I went okay, and then I wrote part 2 of my lore, which just basically spiderwebbed around all of their lore. So I just I stuck everyone into like a big net by making them write their lore and then writing more lore after, being like, and this is why this happened here. Because I don't fucking care if people like read my books. I want everyone else to write books. I don't care if people read my stuff. I just want people to get into like the flow of being interested enough in their faction to like actually write about it. So it's just like yeah, so I wrote, I just kept writing shit to just lure people into it. Like, I wrote 6 books. You haven't wrote any? That's why I literally kept doing that to people. That's why everyone wants to kill me and put me in a cage or whatever. Is because I have fucking mogged people about the stupidest shit for years, like books, forcing people to write books. I forced Frank to write books. Every time I'd go to his fucking area, I'd be like, "Damn, this area is really great, but I don't know anything about it. There's no books about this place." I would do that to every single person. Even York wrote books. Even York got like tired of me fucking saying it. Even Panda told me today, is like, Panda saw everyone else has books, and now Panda wants to make books. It's like, yeah, yeah. Now you're the minority. Now you're one of the bookless. So at one point, I thought that people definitely thought I was insane walking up to them with like these like 3 history books. I'm like, hey, check this out. What the fuck is this? What are you doing, Vicer? Trust me, there's a long-term plan here. Great, it's great. Eventually, they started to actually just do lore shit. So I've had to like just step back and be like, okay, I don't write anything anymore. I let them write stuff. What am I gonna write that's gonna add anything to it besides factual? I write all, that good news that Frank, I wrote that. I wrote all the good newses, and I let Frank voice them. That's, I try to keep what I write light. Like, I don't want the focus to ever be on me. I want it to be on like everyone else, like community. I like to live in my castle way over here and just be alone, right? I am the furthest away I could be. I'm protected by a graveyard and a city full of dangerous knights. And I mean, we got Cake's area back here, so I assume all this area up here is demi-human territory. Nobody's gonna mess with me. Safe. We got the Blade of Annihilation. The entire the entire storyline of what the Super Kaiser is. It is long. Glad the fat birds are still just a pest. We can never get rid of these birds. They just show up everywhere. Bugs? I don't think so. Now you mention it. Hmm. Well, there are bugs. There's silverfish. If you mine the wrong blocks, sometimes a bunch of like 10 or 12 silverfish will start emerging from the rocks and pretty much just kill you. Like, there's not a lot you can do about that. Spiders, yeah, spiders. Spiders are sometimes friendly though. It's just they're only friendly in the daytime. Funny part is we've had normal ass weather and daylight and nighttime for the past since this server has started. And for the past week, for the first time, everyone's just kind of sitting here like, I think we're all gonna start going insane pretty soon. I like to break up a bunch of weed when I play a song. Put a CD in. That's kind of what I'm doing. Is just breaking up weed. I'll be honest. Bullshit. That was great. They should have given me that sword. Gunther Sven is York's character's name. Yeah, weed is for losers. Oh, six. It's the 100% crazy pothead. It's amazing. I happily embrace that. 100%. You kidding me? Have you been sober? It's awful.
In a battle of gods, tale of glory, got the Sven and wielded his blade, telling the story. Hath got heaven up with strength and might, keeping Corvus at bay in the never-ending fight. But Gunther misunderstood the hesitation within, as hath thy Elena fell. Corruption would begin. Corpus, the flesh goddess, rose from the abyss, taking hold of Gunter, the touch impossible to resist. Corrupted, forward, tainting beyond repair. The priest fell and he soon, the Kaiser left in despair. In the depths of darkness, the souls intertwine. A tragic fate for heroes of a different kind.
Yeah, I play all the sides. I mean, most of my. It's funny because Vinci and Yark are both super sober individuals, you know? Frank's like my main pothead friend, you know? I'm the anomaly amongst my friends in terms of the fact that I smoke. Oh yeah, Blade Annihilation is 12 minutes long. Indeed. 100%. Yeah, it's not even like a non-factor. It definitely is. Sure, I do like the Word of God. What a guy. What a guy. Subterranean. I mean, that's a pretty good one. I mean, that's a pretty good one. That's a Vinci song right there. It's a Vinci song. Let's just get these. Just put these here. But yeah, I like weed. Pretty good. Keeps me from getting bored doing boring things mainly. I feel like, right? Because life is like a series of like really boring tasks. So why not indulge in the thing that makes boring things not boring? It just logically. Why wouldn't you? Unless it makes you crazy and paranoid, then okay, whatever. Whatever.
We tread on hollow ground, or so they say. A place of power, dark and undefined. But shadows dance and flicker in the fray, and madness lurks within this twisted mind. The jaws of darkness, gaping wide and deep, as ancient ice from shadows start to peep.
And yeah, Frankie's. Frank, I am in fact using Frankie's for music and not your music place. I get it. You do realize I don't like to leave Britannia.
A haunting silence
You know, I understand where my safe zone is. It's right here. Right here. Nice little safe zone, right? Get everything I need. I go this is the furthest I'll go this way, right? My little office here. And like here. Sometimes I go here, but why would I? Why would I? I could sit right here. Everything I need. York used to like drinking a lot, but like you, the same with you, Six. It's just one of those things that you get tired of feeling like shit from it, and it's also like it can get a little like, you know, you get into a routine of drinking. It's always bad news. Even if it's not like it hindering you at all, you're gonna constantly feel like crap every time you're not drinking. It's dumb. Yeah, very occasionally the fucking furries will convince me to imbibe, and I get to be goofy then. That's great. But then I wake up feeling like shit, and then every time I wake up feeling like shit, I'm like, well, that wasn't worth fucking being dumb, you know. Your brain just kind of turns off. It's great. If there were a way to do that and you didn't feel like shit afterwards, it would be, yeah, that would be pretty good. But I think the after effects of drinking poison, I'm not a fan. Sleeping is the only way, huh? I like to sleep. I got very little sleep today. I was pretty tired today. I still am pretty tired. But then again, I feel like I was up till like 4 a.m. sitting in a tree watching someone build. Well, I'll show you what they were building. I'll show you what they were building. Yeah, I feel like turn my brain. It honestly, like, I'm pretty super friendly if I imbibe. So the people around me love it. They think it's fantastic. They think it's great. And then like I go back to normal, like I am now, and they're like, "Oh, what's wrong?" I'm like, "What do you mean what's wrong? Are you kidding me?" It turns off my like serious brain. That's all it does. It just turns off my serious brain, and then I go back to being serious, and people are just like, what's wrong? Are you okay?" Like, yeah. Whoa. Oh yeah, that is a roof, huh? It's a great roof. It's very abstract. You know, I'm enjoying the abstract design of it all. I like the idea that if it ever rains, this is gonna happen to your house. Whoops, it rained today. Whoopsies. Whoopsie, whoopsie doopsies. It did rain, in fact. Rain today. Uh-oh. Rain. Uh-oh, it rained. Oh. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. It sure did rain. Let me just get rid of this one. Well, now what are you gonna do, Kerosene? It fucking rained. It rained. It rained for like 2 minutes, and now look. That's true. Oh yeah, but that might be a pretty good view, though, wouldn't it? Would that be a good view? Like, wouldn't you just get like kind of annoyed by seeing people kicking their feet like really fast while they're trying to like stay afloat? I feel like that would be the annoying part of watching people from that angle, right? 'Cause people look really dumb as they're just trying to be like stable in water, right? Because they're kind of just like flapping around like dummies. I don't know. I think you'd regret it immediately. You'd probably regret it immediately. I mean, you know, it's not the worst house, but you might want to get someone to check on that leak that's going to happen eventually on your roof. Also, you may want to invest in a door. Although, to be fair, if you've locked yourself in there, I mean, nobody can kill you. You're the safest person on the server. Yeah, I think a door would suit you. I feel like right here would be a great door. You know, I feel like right here would be just such a good doorway. Right here, where this bookshelf is, the outside bookshelf, in fact, where someone from the outside can just start taking books, right? The outside bookshelf. You probably have two doors. You might have doors. You can make doors. It's pretty easy to make them, isn't it? I don't know. I don't craft. I have no idea how to craft. I don't craft. It's not what I do. So, but we'll see. Let me see here. Bet you like this. Hey, that's a door. Hey. I'll put them like here for now. Don't worry about it later, you know. You can grab them later. But I mean, it is better than the house that you built on top of. So I think that's just justice, really. At the end of the day, it's just justice in its purest of forms. All right. Well, I think that's all she wrote for the tours. I literally have no other areas to tour. It's been done. It's done. We're done. We went to every single area, unless I missed a few. Well, I mean, Oldstown and Fort Strong, but we'll see them later. We have planned plot lines, but for them, so that's why we can't visit them yet. We have to witness them later, more or less. Let's see here. Let me see here. Hey, let me get this one back up. Nice. That's Lost Colonies season 4. Just so you know. Just so you know, season 4 of 4. Yeah, that's right. That's it, the Lost Colonies. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we went to we went to Vixnreynd today. Yeah. Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm not as much as a tourman as Frank. Frank can exuberantly like just lure you into it and be like, "Hey," and he'll make you excited for like the areas. I mean, I'm just like, this is an empty building that they haven't finished yet. Here's a couple books. Yep, there's that. You know. But I figure if anyone wants to fucking see something in detail, they can just walk over there and go look. You know, just go take a peek. Hey, you know, there's still stuff in those areas to find and explore and, you know, figure out. Speaking of, let me see here. We'll see if Cake is streaming, and I wouldn't say that. I would have hired Frank, but he was busy. And he was busy. Frank told me he was like the busiest. Oh shit, he was like the busiest guy. He was busy. He's got to do like marketing stuff for his video game company. Yeah, fuck raids. We're just gonna chill. you guys have a good day. Get some dinner, eat some food. Make sure Six doesn't just eat a bowl of like mustard with a spoon or something. And just have a good night. Thanks again for joining. Next time we stream, it's not going to be a tour, and it won't be tomorrow probably, unless it is, but it probably won't be. I'll probably take a break for a little bit. We'll get things set up, and then we'll figure out what we're doing next. You know, we need to, because the tour was just a thing. We need to do another thing next. So we'll see. Oh, by the way, make sure to check out this guy. Let me shout him out for you guys. Hey, I know you don't like this. I know. Hey, Six. Yeah, I know Six. You're not a fan. Yeah, I know Six. Join this guy. He's 6 and 2. Hey, Six. I'm looking out for you, buddy. Join him tonight at 6 for video games. He does. Yeah, he plays video games. But hey, Six. Hey, you know you're good. Hey, Six. You know you're good at what you do. Six. Hey, Six. Six. I love everything you do. I'm just telling you that now. Hey, Six. You're doing great. Hey, everything he does, I'm a fan of. Except for wrestling. Anyways, have a good day, everybody.